Hey there, weary traveler, weird ass black sheep from Bizarro World. Do not worry, you have passed the Twilight Zone. You hit the fork in the road,
I love it. You guys are so great.
took the right, and rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pin. We clap for you. Welcome. Welcome to my humble abode, weary traveler. So, I want to tell you what we do here in this most amazing place. We read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because God did not fucking say that. Fight me. He did not say. But I have given myself the authority to tell you what he did say. So, welcome. So, where we left off, I'm redoing yesterday. So, I think we left off on chapter 26 of First Samuel. And we left off, Samuel was dead. And Saul wanted to find somebody that could speak to dead people. But he had killed everybody who spoke to dead people, or so he thought. He thought he killed everyone that spoke to dead people. But there was a woman. So Saul dressed himself up like a poor person and went and seen this lady. And at first she was like kind of freaking out or whatever. And he was like, nah, swearsy, pinky promise. So Saul pinky promised that he wouldn't tell on her. And then somehow she finds out that it's Saul. So then Saul has to like double pinky promise that he's not going to kill this lady. So then she's like, who do you want? And he's like, Samuel. So Samuel comes and is like, what do you want? And Saul's like, God's mad at me. I'm a giant crybaby. And Samuel's like, I done already told you. Right? I done already told you God hates you. It's like a thing, right? God hates you. So I don't know what to tell you. No matter what you do, God hates you. And David's going to be king. So there's that. And not to mention, you're going to go into battle here shortly and you're going to die. And then you're going to be where I'm at. Then you can tell me how sorry you are for the rest of time. So that's where we left off. And if you want to hear what else happens, come this way, because I have the 6 C's for whatever time it is where you are. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, chairs with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. So bring your animals and come on.
Awesome!
Thank you. I also find it awesome. So come sit down. I have a fucking story to tell you. So let me know where you're at, what you're drinking, and what you're smoking. Because I will tell you, I'm drinking the rest of my coffee. I'm smoking something called, I don't know what it's called, cannabis flower. Oh, pie punch. That's what it's called, pie punch. So anyway, I guess nobody's telling me where they're from. It's okay. I don't want to know anyway. I just want to know what you're smoking. Cigarettes count. So, yeah. The Ziphites came to Saul at Gibeah, saying, David's in Hakilah, which is before Jeshimon. So Saul went to the wilderness of Ziph, having with him 3,000 chosen vampires to search for David in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul camped in the hill of Hakilah, which is before Jeshimon, beside the road, and David was staying in the wilderness when he saw Saul came after him into the wilderness. David then arose and came down to the place where Saul had camped, and David saw the place where Saul lay, and Abner, the commander of the army. Saul was lying in the circle of the camp, and the people were camped around him. So he was just laying out in the middle of the wilderness. David sent. Okay, I missed the whole place. But anyways, David answered Ahimelech the Hittite and to Abishai, saying, all right, who's going to go down with me? And Abishai's like, I will. It'll be no problem at all. I totally will go with you. So, David and Abishai came to the people by night, and behold, Saul lay sleeping inside the circle, with his spear stuck in the ground at his head, and Abner and the people were lying next to him, or lying around him. Then Abishai said to David, okay, this is the second time. Surely you can kill him now, right? Let me do it. I'll only kill him once. I won't even kill him more than once. It'll be good. And then David's like, no, this is a God guy. You can't kill him. He's a God guy. So, no. Sorry. Then David crossed over to the other side and stood on the top of the mountain at a distance. And he was like, Abner, you failed in your duties. I said duty. You failed in your duty. But you were supposed to protect the king. And here I am having all the king's stuff. You fail at your duties, dude. You sleep too hard. You should die. Yeah. But don't worry, you're not going to die for a long time. Like a few years. It'll be good. But you don't know that. And I don't know that. I'm just talking shit. But you didn't protect the king very good because I have his shit right here. Then Saul recognized David's voice and is like, David! And David's like, it's me! I'm doing. But what the hell are you doing here, man? I thought you were done searching for me and stuff. Hi, Feather. Hi, Feather. Welcome. Look, and David's like, if it's a man who's talking shit to you, then let him come fight me. But if it's God, then let's sacrifice. We'll do something, because I would really love to just not sleep on a rock one time. I mean, it's not all that uncomfortable, I suppose, if you put some. Anyway, listen, I would rather not be running for my life, and I'd appreciate you to not make me run for my life all the time. And then Saul said, "Look, I'm sinning. You need to come home. I will not harm you, because my life is precious in your sight this day. Behold, I have played the fool and committed a serious error." And then David was like, "Oh yeah, here's your here's your thingamabob. You want to come and get it?" Okay, well, that's in like 3 minutes. So that's fine. Just tell me the gist of it later. Hi, Neil. And David's like, "Come and take it, and the Lord will repay each man for his righteousness and faithfulness, because the Lord delivered you into my hand today." But I told God no. I think I'm the second person since Joshua to be able to tell God no and him be happy about it. So, kudos to me. Then Saul said to David, "You're all right, dude. You are one tough mofo. You are okay in my book." So Saul went to on his way, and then David went on his way, and Saul turned home. So David went somewhere else, and Saul returned home. So we are in between chapters right now. So, Feather, I know you have to go because his address is in like 3 minutes. I guess if I'm still online, tell me the gist of it. We're waiting for other people to pop in. Neil, are you ready to smoke a bowl? Okay. Okay. So, we're going to go on to chapter 27. There is 31 chapters in this book. There's 31 chapters in this book, and we are on chapter 27. So, it's David said to himself, "Man, Saul is going to kill me one day for sure. I'm lucky I got away. But if it would have been at one of the times Saul was in his moods, I would not have got away." I wonder who's playing him music now. I bet nobody's playing him music. Somebody should be playing Saul music. Anyway. Oh, something's happening. People are messaging me. Anyway, Saul's gonna kill me one day. I wonder who's playing him music. All right. What do we do? What do we do? Are the raccoons out there? Damn it. Man. Anyway, David starts thinking about what he should do next because he's absolutely sure Saul is going to end up killing him. So he's wondering what to do. And it's like, okay, I know what I'll do. My light bulb has gone off. Okay. I'm going to go to the Philistines because Saul's not going to look for me there. I'll just go with the enemy. So David arose and 600 men crossed over and came to Achish, king of Gath. And David lived with Achish, he and his men, each with his household, and then David with his 2 wives. Now, it was told to Saul that David was with the Philistines. So Saul was like, fuck it. Then David said to Achish, listen, there's a lot of me and a little bit of you. Well, there's a lot of me and a whole lot of you, and y'all don't like me. So why don't you just let me go somewhere else? And then King Face is like, you can have this place called Ziklag. And Ziklag is part of Judah's territory now, or something like that. And David lived with the Philistines 1 year and 4 months. And David and his men went and raided the Gershurites, the Gizrites, the Amalekites, for they were inhabitants of ancient times. Remember, I told you God was going around trying to get rid of all of ancient God's shit. I've been saying this from the beginning. Everybody's like, but there's dead people. No, it's ancient God shit. It's like giants and angel people. Like the pre-flood people. And God wants to go through and get rid of everything of his dad. Because remember, his dad kicked him out. Right? And this planet was all by itself. So God tried to make it his happy place, but it turns out there's ancient God shit here too. So God's trying to get rid of ancient God stuff. So anyway, David's going through and killing these people because they're ancient. And David attacked the land and did not leave a man or a woman alive. He took away all the animals and gave it to Achish. And Achish was like, the fuck do you do this, dude? And David's like, it's the Negev of Judah. You know, it's those people in Judah and stuff. And David did not leave a man or a woman alive to bring to Gath, saying, yo, your boy's fucking around, dog. And Achish believed David. He has surely made him. No, okay. So Achish believed David because he was like, hold on, give me 1 minute. He surely made himself odious among his own people. Therefore, he will be my servant forever. Hi, Henry.
Hey, what's up?
No, the cigarettes are gone. I smoked them all. I know. I'm terrible. I didn't realize I did it until after I did it. I know. You can punch me in the arm or something.
What? Why I do that?
Because I smoked all your cigarettes.
You need to smoke. That's why you smoke. You like to smoke.
I do like to smoke.
Alright.
I like to smoke all your cigarettes.
My cigarette only? Wow.
No.
Yes, you say all your cigarettes.
Yeah, all the cigarettes. Every cigarette. I'll smoke all the cigarettes. Anyways, Henry's here. Everybody say hello. We're waiting for people to show up. They'll be here shortly. Although maybe not, because, you know, Trump's got big things going on. It's like,
Why?
nothing. I can't talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about politics. My ass done almost fucked up. Jesus, you almost got fucked up. I did. Fucked up. Yeah, just like that. Neil said, hi, Henry.
Hi, Neil. What's up?
Man, this is so much fun. We are about to be going on to chapter 8. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we have good time. Okay. Now it came about in those days that the Philistines gathered together their armies and their camps for war. Oh yeah, the Philistines and the Philistines and the vampires are about to get it in, right? And Akish thinks David's gonna go, so David thinks David's gonna go, and David's marching up with him. And then the Philistines are like, break check, David. Wait a minute, break check. You cannot go. And Akish is like, wait a minute, come over here, come over. What'd you say, dude? Do you see how badass he is? And they're like, yeah, but he sees one of his friends, and then you guys kill his friend, and then the next thing you know, our whole army is dead because of one guy. It's not cool. He can't go. Just have him sit it out until there's a winner. Oh, sweet.
Sorry, I make it only one.
Oh, it's fine. Hey, you're so clever. You're so mean.
Yeah, I didn't even smoke no cigarette.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't smoke no cigarettes. Cigarettes are bad.
Then why you
Okay.
smoke?
Oh, because I'm bad.
I'm also bad.
No, you're not. You're one of the nicest people on the planet. Quit it.
Wow.
But you really didn't roll me a cigarette?
Give me that.
You are so mean. Oh,
I'm not me.
okay, you're bad. Okay, so the Philistines say David can't go, and Akish is trying to, he's putting in a good one. He's putting in the good word, but the Philistines are like, break check, bro. So then Akish tells David, go back to Ziklag, right? Just chill and wait. So David and them all go back to Ziklag, and Ziklag's been burnt to the ground. Like,
Yeah, you can smoke.
yeah, fuck yeah. That's what I get for smoking all your cigarettes. Just don't tell Dawson I smoked all your cigarettes.
He hear that. Yeah, he hear that.
It's okay, just don't tell him.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Listen. Oh my God. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So then, it's chapter 29, by the way, because I done got it all fucked up. So they went, they went up, and Ziklag had been overthrown and burned to the ground. And they took captive the women and all who were in it, both small and great, without killing anyone, and carried them off and went their way. I bet that was like one of those suck it, Davids. We didn't have to kill anybody. But you went around and killed everybody, but we didn't have to kill anybody. So they just took all the people. Yes,
You see that food I bought?
I did see the food you brought.
That brown box and the big white bag.
The bag is right there on the other side of it. Right there. The bag with all the bag that was set on the table is that bag right there. And
Oh,
right there.
that's all. That's the toilet paper,
Yeah,
clothes, washing clothes, soap, and
sweet. Everything you need.
yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's not mine. That's ours.
Amazing. Henry, you're amazing.
All right,
Okay.
how's the bag open?
I'll be here.
All right.
So, they took all David's people captive. Okay. Okay. Then David said to Abiathar, bring me the ephod. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, should I take over these people? Should I go kill them? And God said,
Friday night's the night that I like. Friday night's all right. Yeah, go fight them. Fuck yeah. Fight them like it's Friday. Yeah. We don't even need a Saturday. There won't even be a Saturday. We're going to beat them up like it's Friday. Yeah. It's good time. Yeah. Yeah, go fight them for real. Go fight them. Because I will let you win.
so. And David went and the 600 men with him. And they came to the brook Besar, where those left behind remained. And David pursued him and 400 men, for 200 were too exhausted, and they remained behind. Now, they found an Egyptian in the field and brought him to David and gave him bread and water. And they gave him a piece of figs and some great raisins. And his spirit was revived. And he said, and David was like, where you at? And the dude said, I'm a servant of the Amalekite, and my master left me when I fell sick 3 days ago. We made a raid. We made a raid on the Negev of the Kiriathites, and on that which belongs to Judah, the Negev of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this is chapter 30, by the way. I'm an asshole. Okay. Burned it with fire. They took captive all the women who were in it, both small and great, without killing anyone. Take that, David. And they went their way. And when David and his men heard this, they felt totally bad on the inside. That's not what that said. They came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire. What? Okay, anyway, verse 6. David was greatly distressed because the people spoke of stoning him. For all the people were embittered, each one because of his sons and daughters. But David strengthened himself in God. And David said to Abiathar, "Go get me the ephod." And David inquired of the Lord, saying, "What about these guys?" "Yeah, because they have my kids. Can I go?" And God was like,
Fuck yeah. Fucking fucking yeah. Go. Go. Yeah. Do it. Do it, fucker. Do it. Yeah. It's gonna be such a good time. Yeah. You go fight them. Yeah.
So David went, he and the 600 men who were with him, and came to the brook Besor, where those left behind remained. But David pursued him and 400 men for 200. What? What the fuck just happened? Okay. I don't know what happened. I guess the universe doesn't want me to read this. I need to read it. Okay. So the Egyptian guy that they fed, he's like, "Will you bring me to this land? Swear to me he said, only if you will not kill me or give me back, and I will bring you down to his hand." And then he brought it, and behold, they were spread over all the land, eating and drinking and dancing because of all the great spoil they had got. And David slaughtered them from twilight till the evening of next day, and not a man of them escaped, except 400 young men who rode on camels and fled. So David recovered all the Amalekites had taken and rescued his wives, but nothing of theirs was missing, neither small nor great, sons or daughters, spoil or anything. David brought it all back. And they captured all the animals. And they said, "This is David's spoil." Then David came to the 200 men who were too exhausted, who had been at the brook Besor. When they went to meet David and the people who were with him, David approached the people and greeted them. Then all the wicked and worthless men among those who went with David answered and said, "Nope, these guys aren't getting anything." And David was like, "The fuck is you? Whatever we have, they have, because it's like that, yo." And so it's been from that day forward. He made it a statute and an ordinance happens to this day. If you have to stay behind, you still win. Got it. Now, David came to Ziklag. He sent some of the spoil to the elders of Judah, to his friends, saying, a gift from you, from the spoil of the enemy of the Lord. Now, those who were in Bethel and those who were in Ramah of the Negev and those who were in Jetatir. Oh my God. I listen. Pretty much to all the places where David himself and his men would hide out from Saul. Now, this is the last chapter. It's the last chapter. Break time. Who's still here? I guess no one's still here. Well, I'm going to smoke this bowl. What do you mean? What happened? David got all of his people back. Oh. Okay. So, last chapter. Now, the Philistines were fighting against the vampires, and the vampires fled before the Philistines and fell slain at Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines overtook Saul and his sons. Ah, poor Saul. Okay. And the Philistines overtook Saul and his sons. And the Philistines killed John, Abinadab, Malchishua, the sons of Saul. And the battle went heavily against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was badly wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armor bearer, you need to kill me, lest these guys come and then I don't die and they do terrible shit to me, because that's how these people are. But his armor bearer would not. He was greatly afraid. So Saul fell on his own sword. Yeah, that's what we'll say. And when his armor bearer saw Saul was dead, he also fell on his sword and died with him. Thus Saul and his 3 sons, his armor bearers, and all his men fell on that day together. And when the men of the vampires who were on the other side of the valley, with those who were on beyond the Jordan, saw that everybody else was fled, and Saul and his sons were dead, they abandoned and fled the cities, and then the Philistines came and lived in them. And it came about the next day, when the Philistines were coming to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons dead on Mount Gilboa. And they cut off his head, stripped off his weapons, and sent them throughout the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to the house of their idols and to the people. And they put his weapons in the temple of Ashtaroth and they fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. Here we go. Listen. Now, when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard what the Philistines did to Saul, all the valiant men arose and walked all night and took the body of Saul and his sons off the wall. And they came to Jabesh and burned them there. And they took their bones and buried them under a tamarisk tree at Jabesh and fasted 7 days. Yeah, that's the end of that book. That's the end of that book. So tomorrow we can start a whole new book. It's so exciting. It's so exciting I got tired. Weird. So, what are you thinking about, Neil? No, nothing. Okay. Well, then, I guess it's time to give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.